Hi guys, I'm Steven.
Hi guys, I'm Mistiy.
And you're watching Idiot Talk.
Talk.
And we are doing our spoiler review for
SpiderMan Homecoming.
Idiot Talk.
So we did our spoiler-free review without any major spoilers, only the
Yeah.
ones in the trailers, and you can watch
Not as much they did in
the
the
link.
trailers.
Yeah, and now we're gonna talk. There is no subjects, we're just gonna...
No boundaries
Yeah.
here.
I just want to talk because there are a lot of good stuff. I just want to talk first about the stuff that I didn't like.
No.
Oh, I know.
In between the boobs.
Yeah. Yes, Spider-Man.
Not gonna leave him. He's 14. He's 15. Okay, let's start from the beginning. The intro, vlogging.
Yeah, intro with the vlogging was perfect, and you had just you can actually see the way he was recruited and how he gets to the airport
Yeah.
and how when he
How
fights.
hyped he
Yeah.
was when he stole Captain America's shield.
Yeah, he was vlogging.
And vlogging the whole time. He got a taste of Avengers.
Avengers, yeah.
And he wanted to be the part of them.
When people talked about Civil War and then Spider-Man and Captain America are fighting, people were like, "Oh, Spider-Man can take Captain America," like that. And I was like, Captain America didn't want to hurt him because he was.
He's a kid.
And when Tony Stark says,
Yeah, he
if
said
Captain
that.
wanted you down, he would put
He
you
would
down.
hurt you, yeah.
Yes, of course I would. Like, motherfucker, die, bitch. Spider.
We like Spider-Man.
But I'm Captain America, I don't care. Yeah, I'm a war
Yeah.
criminal, I'm gonna crush him like a bug.
Yeah.
Like a bug.
Like a boo.
Like a bug.
Boo. So, we
To
had
Michael
reaction
Keaton, the Vulture.
Yeah, that scene was actually great because it was after the Civil War destruction.
No,
of
it
the
was after the Avengers, first Avengers.
First Avengers.
We
The,
give me-
the Vulture and his crew are first on site to clean up the alien debris. They were supposed to get paid for their work, and Miss Tony Stark comes along and leaves the poor man of his work.
Yes, actually.
How does he pay for his bills?
Yeah,
How?
he invested all he bought new trucks and everything, and Tony Stark stiffed him out of.
Yeah, after a paycheck.
Yeah,
And no, you don't do that.
that's how the villains are made.
Yes.
But if you look at the whole MCU, Tony Stark is
He's a shithead.
he can be
He's
blamed
a
for everything.
Fucking shithead.
He can be blamed actually for everything, but he always tries to do a good thing.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, he made.
So he actually made every bad guy in the MCU except for the ones in the other galaxies.
He was like, oops,
So he actually made Vulture as well.
oops.
We get into high school and blah 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 blah. Basic high school movie
The theme, yeah.
And this is the part where I actually find the movie to be a bit dull. Not the part where Spider-Man is trying to prove himself, but the high school
And
part.
it's likable when he
Yeah,
tries to
he-
show the old lady where to
yeah,
go.
he's
and
really likable. But the rest is just a bit because I didn't really buy the love interest.
Bland.
It was just a bit flat. The Michelle, the so-called MJ character, she does nothing actually, and
I mean, she flips a bird a few times.
yeah, and people always talk about her, but she does actually nothing. She doesn't need to be in this movie.
No.
Flash Thompson, the guy who picks on Peter Parker,
Nah.
and that was flat for me as well. The jokes felt a bit pushed.
Meow.
A bit, and it was kind of forced for me. Extreme for me.
Penis Parker, penis.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was just a
really.
bit too extreme for me. And the movie picks up
Ned.
when the Ned finds out that he is a Spider-Man.
Ned, we like Ned.
Oh my god.
We like everything about Ned. I mean, there's like montage of him asking him questions when he asked him,
Do you lay eggs?
do you lay eggs?
It was like they're watching the shop that got destroyed, and they're talking about, do you lay eggs? Like out of the blue. No, come on.
Yeah, it's really likable. It's really likable with them
And
two
every time they are talking, he tries to be a part of this, and he goes, "Can I be your chair guy?"
Yeah, and he gets to be that guy,
Yeah.
and it was great scene like in the library, and he like pushes over the laptop computer,
He was
and
great.
the teacher comes in, and what are you doing?
Watching porn.
I mean, you saw it in the intro scene. How Peter was, I'm part of the adventures. I did the battle. What's the next mission? And I mean, this is a boy. This is a boy who is young, does not have father figure. He wants to belong somewhere. You used him to win a battle, then you discourage him like he's a piece of shit.
But at the end, you see that they have plans for him because they build.
You don't do it like that.
Tony Stark does not know how to do it any better.
I mean, I understand why. I understand that Tony has been Tony. Lucky was lucky, but I was feeling so sorry for.
Yeah, and maybe for people who didn't watch other movies, this would be weird a bit. But if you know Tony, the douchebag that he is, that he become the douchebag he is now, then okay, I don't know. He's gonna be a douchebag.
He was a douchebag.
Yeah, and I think this role is gonna be pushed to Infinity War, then he needs to redeem himself. Finally, with his death or whatever. When Peter Parker is on the ferry, Spider-Man is on the ferry and shit goes down, and he tries to stop them. He does everything.
Yeah.
And the Iron Man comes and he does it in like 10 seconds. Like this
like putting a band-aid on a scratch.
This is like,
he came to Iron Man and said, "How can I help? Tell me what to do. I want to help."
You helped enough.
Oh.
You helped enough, boy.
And I mean, you saw it in trailers. That scene when he comes out of the iron suit.
No. And that was really sad.
He needed to learn his lesson.
Yeah, he needed to learn his lesson, but also.
But that fucking thing could be solved in one phone call. Okay, Peter, I hear your worries.
Yeah.
I send the feds to him.
I know about the
Don't
vulture.
worry.
Don't worry.
Click.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's a teenager, yes, with powers and wanting to prove himself. Of course, he will want to go for that bad guy. And I like the scene with the boats. That's a tribute to Toby when he did it with the train. It's a tribute.
Yeah, well, let's say that's.
It is.
I like when Spider-Man fails. You said that sometimes his web would break and the web was easily cut. And I like the part when Spider-Man... In the last movies, you have a montage of him learning shit in like two minutes. And after that, he knows everything.
He's OP.
But this guy, he learns as he goes. He has no idea what he's doing. He shoots... when the suit starts shooting, different kind of web. Like, what the hell? Not this one.
I like it. I like that. Bonding with Karen, and he finds out what all the gadgets that. Yeah. I mean, it's like when you play a game and you skip to tutorial level.
Vulture with Michael Keaton is a really, really good cast.
Yeah.
That was the perfect cast.
And not just the cast. I mean, Michael Keaton will not give a bad performance. That man will not sold a bad part. We were scared, like, is this going to be another generic character for Spider-Man? Because Spider-Man usually gets like villains.
Yeah.
And they don't get that character arc. And and here we get that arc that we can actually relate to Vulture. And actually Vulture did exactly the same thing as Tony Stark, as Iron Man. Exactly the same thing, only on like smaller scale.
Not exact, but close.
Yes, it's exactly. I mean, he sold his weapon to terrorists.
Yeah, but Tony stopped selling his weapons when he
after he was captured and tortured.
Yeah. But this is how he made his fortune. That's it.
And Tony had no one. I mean, Tony was a playboy, philanthropist, genius.
Yeah.
And this one has like family and mortgage and workers, young people working for him.
Oh my God, we are monsters!
If Vulture, I wanted Vulture to keep that, to push a little bit more that similarity between him and Iron Man.
Yeah.
So that little, I wanted to see in Spidey's eyes the dilemma. I want to see him not wanting to hurt him or getting disappointed by Iron Man, his mentor.
He's still naive because he still believes that there's just good and bad, you know. There is no middle for him.
There's a sequence where he comes to the Vulture and Vulture actually explains to him that he's not doing anything different that Iron Man did, and a lot of bad people in power are doing right
And
now.
they're using the small guys, and he says, "Do you know that how that feels?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can
like
know."
they used him, and he's a kid. He still doesn't know how the grown-up world works.
We wanted to talk about the best part of the movie, the sequence that starts with.
When I saw that scene in movies, I thought that Vulture is going to keep them hostages.
Everyone
and
thought
you
that, everyone.
you said, he's going to be a dad.
He's going to be her dad.
Since that scene to the scene to the car, perfect line, like perfect line of dialogue, perfect line of emotions, perfect line of acting.
This scene that lasts like 10 minutes defines this movie as great.
And you finally get intelligent
villain.
yeah.
That picks up
He picks up the pieces. Okay, this happened, you were not there. Oh, this happened, you were not there.
And he's not like a super intelligent like
And that
Spider-Man
scene-
is. He's just
Does she know?
yeah.
I mean, that's an ultimate dad talk.
In these 10 minutes, you get the definition of Vulture, who he really is.
Yeah.
And you get the definition of Spider-Man, the breaking point when he goes and he sees his friends dancing, and he can go to can go in.
There's also
He can go in and just I'm not longer Spider-Man. I'm just.
I will give up. I will give up. I have this beautiful girl at homecoming.
I have friends.
There, everybody's there. I can have fun tonight.
I can go against my word and just leave this guy out and fight the other guy. And this is not how Spider-Man works. Everyone needs to get punished.
Yeah, there's lots of black and white in Spidey's world.
Yeah.
When Iron Man took his suit, and you can see him like enjoying being a teen, enjoying being with Aunt May, and that
With
scene
Ned.
when she puts on suit on him and learn how to dance and enjoying time with his friends and being a teen. It's so much responsibility on a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, and the scene where he's looking at the window and they are dancing and like.
Or on a pool, they were.
And they were in the pool and he's like, I gotta go. And you can see it. Tom Holland is amazing. You can see it like he has big doubt in his mind. Like, am I doing the right thing? Do I need to go? I can be there, like having fun
with my friends.
Look at those boobs in the pool. Look at that ass.
Long story short, he actually there's a thing about that alien stone. If it gets radiated, it explodes.
Yeah.
And the Vulture's suit is full of those stones, and he tries to get to the Iron Man power plate, and
of course.
And he saves him, and because no one dies. Yeah, and you can see like Spidey doesn't kill.
Yeah,
like
Spidey.
Karen does the killing mode.
Oh, I want to know what the kill mode is.
Oh my god, interrogation mode.
Interrogation.
I heard your voice, you little girl.
I'm a man. I'm a man.
And I didn't like the cameo.
What cameo? From Donald Glover.
No, because he plays like
The dude guy. Yeah.
like and he was like this.
He was stoned.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, and people all assume that he's gonna be Miles Morales, but he's too old to play because Miles Morales is even younger than Spider-Man. He is there because they need to show the interrogation mode.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Where's Vulture? He did the Batman voice. That's the Batman voice.
At the end of the movie, we actually find out that Pepper and Tony are back
There's
together.
like a test. Yeah, that's actually not a test. Iron Man gives back suit to Spidey and shows us the new suit from the Infinity Wars.
The Iron Spider suit, as I said before, is a mix between the Spider-Man suit and the Iron suit. It has more gadgets.
Yeah.
And it's it can resist like gunshots and everything like that.
I mean, after all the shit is done, the Iron Man good job. I mean, it was such a cringy scene. And I mean, Iron Man being fucking dickhead.
Yeah, because he's a dickhead.
Dickhead.
Yeah, he is.
And
But he has always been a dickhead.
Yes, I know. And he gave Peter all that he wanted, being a part of the Avengers, being acknowledged to the public that he is one of the Avengers. Avengers.
Yeah.
That scene that he refused. Was
but-
that a test?
I pass. Yeah, see you around, Mr. Stark.
Yeah. And Pepper coming under reporters in the background.
But the problem is, if he said yes and he went down, he would be obliged to tell his real name and his identity, and that he is Spider-Man. That would be a really bad for him, and he needs to keep his
young.
Yeah,
He's still really young. And when I saw Pepper,
yeah, Pepper is back.
girl, you back?
Don't
And
like
like Lucky has the ring in his pocket since 2008. Like, really, bruh? And there is
So I was in the movie with her and her brother, and by the way, her brother doesn't know who
Yes.
Stanley is, and she no longer has a brother.
He's no brother of mine. And like
And if
in
you're
every
watching
movie,
if you are watching this,
Marine,
no.
we see Stanley every time.
Yeah.
I mean, I see every time. You almost
Of
see
course.
every time. He's blind. Marine, I love you.
Really, bro? Really? I have no girlfriend anymore. I have no girlfriend.
Best. We saw that Vass can act in Far Cry. He can do a perfect villain, and I can't wait what he can do with Scorpio.
Scorpion, bad guy from the Sinister Six.
Get over here! I love him.
Yeah.
He's like he's borderline Joker. I like you. I'm gonna kill you. Fucked up character, like really fucked up.
So there is a scene where Spider-Man is trying to catch up with Gwen, and he shooting from the building, from the houses, and he shoots his web.
goes well
And
until
he shoots his web, and there is nothing to stick. His web.
And it's
starts
like a golf course.
Yeah, he's running off on the golf course,
This
and like,
shit sucks.
this sucks.
And in the end, we have trolling.
Yeah, trolling. So at the end we have one really funny scene where Captain America
There was a first after credit scene. Okay, everybody knows Vass is a Scorpio. And Vulture did not say the name of Peter Parker because Peter saved his life.
Yeah, and eventually he maybe wants to kill him himself.
I don't think so. I think he's grateful. And he will try to... He's about family. I think in the end he's about family.
He's between good and bad.
Yeah.
So he just wanted to take his time and yeah.
Yeah. But... And then it goes like credits. And you're like, patience, girl. Do this.
Yeah, we're gonna have something
and
for Thor.
He said Thor
Black Panther. Please.
You have to see this. And it comes.
Yeah, and then Captain America walks in, Ferris Bueller style, like, I want to talk to you about something. Patience. Sometimes
it pays
off, but sometimes
it does not.
does not. This is one of those times. But this is actually reference to the whole MCU. And he goes, how many more of these are we gonna make? You know, like
yeah.
And he's dressed as how he was dressed in the first Avengers.
Yeah. In the end, we had fun at this movie.
Yeah.
There are minor minuses that we didn't like. They're not so bad.
Yeah, they're not really essential part of the movie. So we didn't like all his friends and the love interest, the way it's played out.
Yeah, even the MJ was bland.
Yeah, the MJ was really not important, and
But what's important? Iron Man is good. Lucky was good. Tom Holland was good. The villain was good. The storyline is good.
Okay, guys, I'm Steven.
I'm Mistiy.
You're watching Idiots Talk.
Like,
Comment
and subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
What the fuck?